Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. So nearly the perfect ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now he's got space here. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a
terrific header! There it is! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He has a look up. Shot, surely! In he goes again. Sticks it away. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And he shoots! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, there's the shot! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And the shot! He has done it! And the comeback is complete! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Madrid go into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? There's such an...
Takes a shot! It's a goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Cucurella. Rice. Tonali. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's picked out the run. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, look at the space here. And the shot! They've done it! And they The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Vietnam get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Cucurella. Has a look and plays it forward. Konate promptly onto that, and that is that. Played out towards the right wing. That's a nicely weighted pass. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Thuram. Gravenberch. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through. Played back in. Nice interception, well timed. It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Gravenberch. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Played through into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's cut it out. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. He's found a way through. Mbappe. Here's Doku. And he was quick to react. And here's Mbappe. And the first half is done.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. Cucurella. Doku.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Doku. He's got away. Great ball, and he's in here. And it's made its way to him. Caught offside that time. Barella, probing pass. Well, that's well spotted. Bellingham. Doku. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Doku, who does have an assist to his name. Rice. Cucurella. Here's Doku. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Mbappe. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Tonali. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Thuram. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's making a real surge on the left. Barella, played back. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham running with the ball. And it's Tonali.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rice. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! They just took too long getting forward.
Mbappe cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 5, Mbappe. Number 7, Tonali. Number 11, Doku.
He's found a way through.
Number 22,
Out to the left it goes.
Bellingham. Coming on the
Plays it
field.
in low. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
He's having a shot! They've scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Madrid are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And just to confirm, climbs up big! And he couldn't keep it down.
Haaland really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
De Jong. Matheus Cunha. He is through here. Showing good feet. De Jong. Oh, what has happened here? This physical challenge. Sunset. Ødegaard. And he's being shifted off it. Matheus Cunha. Threads one in. Thinks about the shot. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Cucurella.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Timber cuts it out. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Gravenberg, he saw the danger and he went crashing in. Vietnam needed that, they really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Haaland. That's an imaginative pass. Tries a shot! Rice. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He came in hard, very hard.
There will be 3 minutes at
No,
a time.
that is pretty much the end of that. Chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Vietnam grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Looking for a runner. He's cut it out, lofted upfield. Could move up a gear here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Cleared away, and now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Palmer. And no, he's seen through all of that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Branthwaite kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bellingham.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone. Yeah, we get to see this more and more, defenders popping up in these positions. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Konate. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Vinicius Junior. Timber. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Played back. Oh, super ball! Well read, and the danger is averted. Doku. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He won't be happy with that one. Bellingham. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Stood up well to him there. And that's been intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there. That has ended up in no man's land. João Neves. It's a promising position. Cucurella crosses. Ruben Dias tries to clear. Look at the space here. He's had a shot! terrific header! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rice. And it's Neves. Now Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's managed to get free. Rice. Cucurella. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And Konate. It's a searching pass. And it's Neves. Mbappe. Looking tidy in possession here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are back on the way.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And he cuts out the supply. And he's heaved it away. João Neves. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's well positioned here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Thuram. Nicely shaped ball. Branthwaite spots it and intercepts. And it's Gravenberch. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's found some space. In by Vinicius. And the shot! He's scored! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's all face-to-face. Big chance! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Madrid have themselves a chance from the spot to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, well played, well played. And he's quick to get it clear again. Madrid have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. João Neves. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here's Mbappe. Timber gets a foot in here.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice physical challenge. Valverde. And here's Thuram. Mbappe. And he was alert to it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bellingham. Here's Doku. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now, can they get him away? He has found the way through. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Valverde. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Good ball, good take. Ruben Dias with the clearance. And he's away. And he's being shifted off it. Back into the middle. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
5, Mbappe. Number 87.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight.
22, Bellingham.
Timber.
Number 11.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Coming on the
Dembele.
field, number 6, Yudes.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Tonali. Number 27.
No, again there's no way through.
Number 10, Kubo.
Now it's
Substitution.
Grafenberg. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Kubo. And the counter is on. Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball. This could be their final throw of the dice.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's there to get it away. Ball's gone out of play.
There will be 3
And the number on the
minutes
board
added time.
is 3. And it's Kubo. Oh, that's nice. Haaland. Can he spark a counter here? Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Not the most accurate pass. And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner.
Just a quick announcement.
Your
We would
reflections
to
then,
inform
Jim.
you that
Well, the look on the
CCTV
manager's
is now in
face
operation
says it
for
all.
your
He
safety.
knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the play...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Ah, such a clever touch.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Martinez. Played into space out wide. And no, he's seen through all of that. Cucurella did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Foot in, and he's managed to get free. Now it's Thuram. He has a look up. Chance! Cleared away. Rice. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to belt it away. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Thuram. Rice. Vietnam trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Rice.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not the most accurate pass. Palmer. And it's Barella. He's come in hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, no circumventing this opponent. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rice. And it's Neves. Cucurella. Thuram. Nice interception, well timed. Branthwaite promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham ploughing through. Goes for a shot! Barella. Thuram. Bellingham. Now João Neves. Mbappe. Now it's Thuram.
And he's surging through.
Now it's Barella. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. Konate. Now he's off and running. Doku. And it's Rice. And Konate. Rice. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Neves. And Branthwaite.
Martinez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
João Neves. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And now,
So they
please
head in
turn
no
towards
further
the screen
forward.
for a
The score
special
here, still
presentation
0-0.
featuring our guest performance today.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Cucurella clears.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He'll try to keep this alive. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Bellingham. Doku. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Can he finish? Barella. Thuram chasing after it. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Thuram. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Lautaro Martinez. Number 21, Thuram. Number 87, João Neves.
Barella plays it short, engages and forces him off the ball.
Number 5,
Vietnam has the chance to go the other way.
Charlie. Substitution in progress.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Lukaku. Spread it left. That is lovely. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Cross goes in there.
Well played and well cleared. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Cucurella. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. This might spell danger. Bellingham! And it's come back out to him. And yes, it's there! There is the breakthrough. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
11, Doku.
So we have the first
Coming
goal.
on the field,
Look, you can't deny
number
that it's a
8,
blow, but this game is far from
Number
unsalvageable.
6, Yudis.
Look at the
Substitution
space
taking
here.
place.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again. Shoots! And he hits the net. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Cucurella. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Might want to be careful there.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Tonali threads one in. He's in a great... And the finish! Now that is commitment to the cause. That's a decent clearance. In with the challenge. Lukaku. And here's Mbappe. And a chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Mbappe really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
And that's another good win of the ball. Ødegaard. Now it's Yildiz.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer.
That's pretty clear. It is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. And it's Lukaku. Lukaku showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well read, and the danger is averted. No, that pass isn't the best. That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. And claimed it back swiftly. It's a searching pass. And they've got rid. Tonali.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Ruben Dias. Yildiz. Referee's given a throw. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game.
He's had a shot!
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Martinez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for the run. And it's made its way to him. Plays it across. And he thumps it clear. Thuram. Chance here to counter. That's beautifully weighted. Is there any support? He might not need it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Bellingham. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And they've got a throw. Brilliantly cut out. Martinez. For Rice. Driving forward. Cucurella. Chooses to go cross-field.
Well spotted.
Great vision. This looks promising. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe! Great chance! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Gravenberg. That is a brilliant interception. Well, that pass isn't the best. Lovely bit of skill. Tries to pass it through. And it's Barella. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
succumbs to the pressure. Vinicius Junior. Big chance, corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Palmer with the short one. He slings it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And now a sudden chance to counter. Van der Ven cuts out the pass. Now he's off and running. He's in a great position here. Knocks it out wide. Timber tries making a foray down the right. And here's Barella. Thuram! Martinez. Good ball over the top. Donnarumma claims comfortably.
There will be
That
1
is
minute
as far
added
as they're going to
time.
go. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And we hit half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first
Just a
half
quick
compared with your
announcement, it is now
expectation?
time for our
Well, both
special
sides would have
lottery.
expected
Please
a
grab the tickets
closely
you were
fought
given when
match,
you were walking through the
and that's
gate.
pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete. It looked as though he'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Madrid go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Cucurella. For Rice. Martinez. Big chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Martinez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He rises! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Rice. It's a good run down the right. Mbappe proves too strong. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries to play it through. It's a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So, time for changes on
Lautaro
both sides,
Martinez.
actually.
Number 9, Mbumu. Number 22, Bellingham.
Konate.
Number 87, John Neves. Number 27,
Odegaard.
Morgan
Neither of
Rogers.
these two want to come off second
Coming on the
best.
field,
Now it's
number
Yildiz.
5,
Gives it back.
Mbappe.
Passes
Number
coming
10,
off in quick succession here.
Number 8, Odegaard. Number
Yildiz.
7, Tonali.
Vietnam
Number 6,
really are going for it here,
Yildiz.
Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now, this could be a chance. Tonali is onto this. He's got full. It's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Dembele, and now the breakaway. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Araujo. Just about up to 75 minutes. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And this is Dembele. Yildiz. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Tonali. And he's chosen to go back.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Somewhat off target. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Yildiz. Rice. Yildiz. Odegaard. Into the last 5 minutes. Kubo. He's beaten the last man. And the shot!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vietnam go in search of a late winner. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, skims one in. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Real chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's heaved it away. So that's it. It is all over. Madrid have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Parking in the area around the stadium is
Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away, and this has been great staying power.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.